Hi guys, Andy here. Let's have a look at the DAX futures for Thursday, November 30th. For the record, today is Wednesday, November 29th. Time is around 6 p.m. GMT. So, when I was recording yesterday, we were somewhere here, and I told you like if we would have this additional push up, then there would be no doubt anymore that we have 5 waves here. And actually, this morning we got this additional push up, this fifth wave. And so now, in my opinion, we clearly have 5 waves from this low, and this has some implications for the higher time frame. So the 5 waves I'm seeing, they are quite clear in my opinion. So we have an upward cycle here from this low till here, which is our wave 1, shallow retracement as a wave 2, then another nice cycle, as you can see here, as a third wave. Then yesterday I told you we might have this shallow wave 4. It looks like we did not even fulfill the minimum requirement, or we just touched the minimum requirement of the wave 4 area. And then from here, we clearly have another impulse up, another impulsive structure, which is then our fifth wave. So now we have 5 waves up, and this means that from here, from this low, this can no longer be a wave B, because a wave B does not go in 5 waves. A wave B is corrective, so should have something like 3 waves. But of course, that does not mean that this structure overall, that this is just part of a corrective structure. And this is what I would like to explain now, and therefore we go to the 4 hour. I already gave you this scenario yesterday, actually. So it could be, so now that we have like 5 waves up from here, from this low. Previously I indicated this as a wave B, but a wave B cannot be 5 waves. A wave B is corrective, therefore we should count 3 waves, but now we definitely have 5 waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what could happen are the following 2 scenarios as indicated here on my chart. First of all, like I explained in my yesterday's video, there might be a possibility that the wave 2 low was in right here after a WXYXZ triple three correction, and that we are now starting the third wave. So in this degree here, so this was the wave 1, this was the wave 2. So now we might be starting this wave 3 right here with this as our target area. That's a possibility. And then we might be doing wave 1 now to the upside as an impulse. And then what we should further see is, after this wave 1, wave 2 pullback, and then a 3, a 4, and a 5 further up. So that would be the obvious interpretation, I would say, the obvious interpretation of this data. So then it would mean that after this impulse, we get a pullback and we see at least one more impulse. This scenario is not on my chart, but as long as we do not take out this high, another possibility could be that we have, or that this is part of a corrective move as follows. Like this can be the wave A up, wave B down, and then we should have a wave C ending between the high right here and the high right here. Then this also can be corrective, but this starts to look unlikely. Therefore, it is not on my chart, because the space between this high and this high here is quite limited, I would say. So therefore, I consider it as unlikely. However, there might still be some kind of corrective trap, I would say. So if they are giving us an impulse here, then the obvious interpretation, like I mentioned earlier, is the interpretation indicated here in red, which is wave 1 up, wave 2 down, and then we continue with another impulse 3, 4, 5. This would be the obvious interpretation. However, as long as we do not take out the high right here, I think we have to pay attention to a corrective trap, I would say, and the trap would look like this. It would mean that what we have here, so from this high, was a corrective move down as a wave W, like as an A, B, C structure indicated in green. And so now we might be working on the wave X as an expanded flat. So what could happen from this low, what we have is a wave A up, then a wave B down, and now the impulse we are seeing is just the wave C up. So then we have a corrective structure here as an expanded flat, A, B, C. A condition for this scenario is that we do not take out the high right here. So as long as we do not take out the high right here, this is a valid trap, I would say, because by seeing this impulse right here, what could happen is that, a lot of retail traders want to buy the wave 2 pullback, but instead of respecting the wave 2 area and holding this low right here, this scenario here indicated in red would mean that this here is, indicated in green. I'm sorry. This wave X right here will be followed by a wave Y down. So this wave Y down in 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we would take out the low right here. So these are the two scenarios in the higher time frame I'm now paying attention to. If we would take out the high right here, then the scenario here in green gets invalidated. Then it is quite likely that the wave 2 indicated in red was in right here, that we are now starting a new impulse. If we take out the high right here, then the bullish sequence is confirmed, I would say. If we do not take out the high right here, but we have our impulse, then I would still consider the scenario here in green, where we are actually having a trap as an expanded flat structure, and then by pulling back, this low will not hold, but we will take it out as a wave Y. So these are now the two scenarios I'm seeing on the higher time frame, or the scenarios that I'm paying attention to. On the lower time frame, we have a new bullish structure up. We start to see divergence right here, but we have to be careful with this, because what we are having now, like, this could be the fifth wave, but at the same time it can still be that this here is just our wave 1 of 5. So I believe from this low we are again quite close to have a complete structure, but unfortunately we do not know for now if this is our fifth wave, or if it is like this, that this is just the wave 1, and then a 2, 3, 4, 5 will follow. Let me put it in the right degree. So something like this, maybe even like as some kind of ending diagonal here as a fifth wave. That's also a possibility. So my point on the lower time frame is I'm seeing an ending structure here, or like a complete structure, a complete impulsive structure, which means that we can have our fifth wave right here where we are now, more or less. But it can also be that the impulse we are seeing now is just the beginning of some kind of ending diagonal. And then what could play out is this is the wave 1, wave 2 pullback, 3, 4, 5, something like this. So we see a bit more upside. After all, if we would put it into perspective, like if we look at the 4 hour, like we have quite a big wave 3, it would not be so strange to have a bit more upside as a fifth wave, like as an ending diagonal. That's definitely a possibility. What's important for me here on the 4 hour is that we do not erase divergence right here. I would like to see this as our highest RSI reading, wave 3 of 3, highest RSI reading. This is quite important. For the moment, it is respected. I would say like the wave we are doing now up still has divergence, which means it can still be a fifth wave. So this is also something I'm paying attention to. Okay, so let's see what we get the next hours, the next days. And as always, I will make sure if we have any important move to provide an update. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work. And I see you one of the next days for another update on the DAX. Have a nice day. Bye bye.